Somebody loves me. Now then, here we are, me and Mutt out in woods on an adventure, and it has been a while. I've had a good month or so off from filming. I've been out doing loads of adventures, but I've just not filmed much because I've taken some time for myself, and I've just had time to reflect on life and do some healing. Definitely some healing, just from the part of my life which was stabbing me daily. It was. And as you've probably already worked out with me, I am very much a lone wolf, apart from obviously me little pack that I've got going on here. And because of that, it just means that I'm super independent. I also am very mentally self-dependent, which just means I like to have my time just to sort of introspect and just work my life out and stay on top of it all. So by having this time off, it has just been so liberating and freeing, and honestly I just really truly do feel like a new man. I've been on loads of outdoor adventures, I've exercised loads, I've eaten well, I have given hugs, I've received hugs, I'm definitely a hugger. I've met some lovely people, I've been on some brilliant dates, and I've made a couple of lifelong friends along the way. And I just feel that when your eyes can see, it truly is liberating, absolutely liberating. So I am back, and I know exactly where I stand in life. And currently we're in the woods. Look, standing right there next to this lovely bluebell. And do you know what that is there? That is personal growth. Don't be looking at my crotch area. But that just means now I am free to walk any direction I want to go. And do you know what? I have got, without swearing, a fucking awesome body and a fucking awesome brain. And I am thankful to all the people that I've had in my life, whether being positive or negative, just to help give me some experience and wisdom to steer myself in any direction I want to go. So yeah, awesome to everybody out there that I've ever met pretty much. And from that, it just means now I am gonna completely own my life. Like I say, I'm going to own my life. Anyway, sometimes it's quite nice to share it too, so I'm going to take you to set a tent up, and we'll have a nice night in woods, eh? Me and you, and lovely Mutt that's just over there chewing a stick. Come on then, Aunt Cuckoo. Right, I found myself a nice flat spot here under this gnarly old birch tree just to pitch my tent. The problem is we're on top of some bluebells here, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they might be protected in some way, but I don't know for sure. So if somebody can make sure the proper information is put in the comments, then at least you can educate me and the rest of you guys out there as well. In the meantime, karma might bite me by puncturing the bottom of my tent or something, but at least the bluebells will recover, whereas my tent bottom won't. Anyway, it is a brand new tent for me. I searched the internet to find something that was gonna, oh, midges are biting. Yeah, I searched the internet to find the perfect tent, as we all do. And this tent is definitely going to be worth trying. So it's something I've never heard of before. I've never actually pitched it yet, and this is my first time out, my maiden voyage for it, and I am well excited about it because it has got a couple of cool features which I've not seen in other tents, especially if you're really tall. Right, let's get on with it, eh? Oh my god, these midges, absolute diabolical. Anyway, this tent is the Wechsel or Wechsel Tempest 2. It's a German brand, but I'm from Yorkshire, so I can't pronounce anything that's foreign at all, no chance. I'm strong in arm and thick in head. Dear. And rather embarrassing for myself too. Anyway, it is a 2-person tent, so hopefully it's going to give me a little bit extra space. It comes with a set of poles. There's 3 poles there because it's a tunnel tent, and also we've got some pegs. It all fits into this bag, but as always I separate it all. If I just crush all the air out of this, oh, it's making nice noises. You can see it actually packs up pretty small. It weighs in at 2.16 kilos, which is about the limit that I'd want to be carrying really, but because I've got a load of ultra lightweight kit like sleeping bags and what have you, it doesn't really matter, it sort of balances it out. But as far as a 2-person tent, I think it is going to be an awesome one, although it is only a 3-season tent. It's got 1 vestibule, it's got 3 sort of air vent type openings, and it's got 2 doors, so definitely something rather interesting. Honestly, you Americans and Canadians have just got it easy. You've literally just got bears to think about, that's it. Midges are just 10 times worse. They bite because it's like millions of them, just do your head in. So I bought this tent half price and I paid £325 for it. I'm hoping it is going to be worth the money because it does look on paper like it is going to be pushing that perfect tent, although it's only 3-season, so that's a bit of a tricky one here in the UK because generally you need something that can take a little bit more weather. It is testing my calm. Right, let's just get it up, eh? Come on. There she is, she's an absolute beauty. She's made of that 20 denier ripstop nylon, which is coated with silicone both sides, so it's super strong, very waterproof, and it's also lightweight. But I am so impressed by that, it looks beautiful. We've got 3 poles which are colour coordinated, and I made a mistake first time round because I had to pull one out because I got it wrong. At this end we've got a vent, as you can see, and that's just on like a little sort of stick bit which just sort of holds it up, so you can drop it if you need, if the weather comes in. I've not guyed it out because it's not going to have any wind tonight whatsoever, although if you do guy it out, it does allow you to completely open this front up, and then you can just obviously have the views running all the way out on a decent weather night. We've got a small door here and another vent, so that's just a nice little door, so if you were cooking you could probably just open that up rather than the main door. And then the main door is this one here, so you can access it through that. Hey Bluey dog, come on, here's a good lad. Anyway, I don't want to be messing about out here because my face is literally going to be like a bloody pincushion in a minute. These honestly just so frustrating. So let's get the bag in, get locked up, and we'll have a look inside, eh? Right, we're in, away from those horrible, nasty little bleepers, we'll call them. So let's show you a bit of kit then. Starting with my Osprey Stratos 30 litre backpack, and I have to say I do not like it. I have tried my best with it and it's just not doing it for me at all. If you can see, we've got this sort of pocket along the front there and pockets on the side, and if you fill the main compartment up, those 3 pockets become really tight and awkward to get stuff in, so straight away that's annoying. But more annoying is this bit here. So if you can see, we've got this sort of adjustable back system, and it's just one massive chunk of plastic. When you're wearing it, it just rubs, it digs in and it rubs, and on a long hike it's just absolutely annoying, so I don't like that. That's off in bin. Not quite. In the bottom corner there we've got Blue's mat, which is just an ex-army mat that I've cut down to suit his sort of shape and size. And then I've got the THERMAREST XTHERM mat there, which is a wide, so as you can see this tent will actually fit I'll fit 2 side by side, so at least it will sleep 2 people fully in here. My sleep system for the night is the PHDesigns Alpine Ultra half bag, so this only comes up to just sort of over your waist and tightens up, and I'm marrying that up with the Wafer Ultima jacket from PHDesigns, which is absolutely ultra lightweight. It's got 1,000 fill down power. It's got 1,000 fill power down, which is the rarest of the rare, and because of it, it only weighs 205 grams. That's got 950 fill down fill power, and that weighs 250 grams. So I've got a full sleep system there of 455 grams. That's tired me out. So for dinner we have something absolutely gorgeous. So I have filled this tub here up with a micro salad. Let me see if I can sort of show you. I taped the lid to it because I didn't want it to sort of spill everywhere. So we have got 4 eggs, a load of chopped up different salad bits. I've put in some mayonnaise, some balsamic vinegar, black pepper, and also some feta cheese. I don't know if you can see that, but that is one big mass, and I am going to eat some of it as it is, but I'm also going to put some into a couple of wholemeal wraps, and that is going to be me well happy. So there was no need to bring my stove, which is nice in some ways because obviously I don't need to mess about with cooking, but I can't have a cup of tea now, can I? So it's a little bit annoying. Right, let's get stuck into this. So a nice wrap, and I'm just going to spoon in a load of this micro salad. So in it we have carrot, we've got some red pepper, yellow pepper, there's feta cheese like I said, we've got some green beans, there is some cucumber and beetroot. So all I'm going to do is chop up a bit of egg as well somehow. It's all a bit awkward, isn't it? But it is going to be absolutely gorgeous, is this. So excited. Let's get another spoon of that in as well. Whoa, it's going to start dripping, I think. Just tip that off into there. Yeah, a little bit awkward when you're trying to be clean. Oh, sugar, I've already dripped everywhere. Right, time to eat it over this. Oh, I need some more on top. It's going everywhere. Come on. It's like I'm putting it at one end and it's falling off the other. Again, brains of Yorkshire, eh? That's got so much flavour though. Beetroot, balsamic vinegar, mayonnaise, and that egg. Wow. And feta. Really good. Right. Rather than me talking with my mouth full, which I am doing, I'm going to eat this. And then I'll bring you back and I'll talk about this chair. That was yummy. I wasn't so greedy though. I gave the dog one of my eggs with some of his food, and he also got a pig's ear, so he's very content. I'm very content. We're in a tent, paying no rent, with a vent. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Anyway, I am sat here, leant against this chair, and I've used this chair several times in several videos before, and you guys have always asked me what chair it is and where can I get one from. And my answer has always been the same. The company has gone bust or out of business in some way, and you can't get hold of them anymore. Anyway, I found out that another company called Grand Trunk actually has bought the design or the company out and has started remaking them. So this is the A-Light Mayfly chair, and it's identical to the original one that I've got, and this is a brand new version of it, and it's brilliant. It really is. I mean, it's comfy to sit in. I wouldn't say that if you were pretty large, let's say, that it would fit you, but for me it's just so comfortable. And obviously I use it in a little bit different way to others, because obviously I do use it as a chair, just sat out and about and be able to sit in, taking in that view with a beer on a mountain. But I can use it in my tent as well, like this. So I just pop it under my sleeping mat, and then it just allows me to lean against it, so it just gives you a little bit extra comfort whilst you're in your tent. I'll just show you the shape of it, and that is why I can do what I'm saying. Let's see if we can do it in this small space. So that's it. It's very simple. It's just a little frame on the outside with this that just attaches, and once it's all together, it's sort of kept fairly taut, and I can then lay it down flat like that and then lay my mat against it and lean against it. So I can either do it that way, or like I've just had it, that way around. It also comes with, and I don't really use these, I often don't even bother carrying it because you don't need it really, but this is just like an extra stability bar which sort of sits on the bottom here, like so, which just means it can sort of sit on the ground. And to be fair, I prefer using this when I'm sat by a campfire and I'm cooking, or you know, cooking like on a gas stove, because it just means you can sit quite upright and have it quite close to you, so it definitely works. But as it is like this, because we've got these little round rubbery bits here, it just means that you can use your legs as the support, and you can sort of lean back on it. It is awesome, absolutely awesome. Anyway, if you're interested in it, you can now get hold of them, and I will. I'll put a link in the description. I don't want to punch on my mat. I'll put a link in the description to it, and you can also get 10% off with that link. So definitely worth checking out. And also all my other kit that I've sort of shown you, I'll just pop in there as well, so at least you can have a look and see what I'm using. So for me now, I am gonna not have a cup of tea, which is rather saddening, but I have packed light and I've had a really nice night just sort of chilling out here anyway. I'm gonna just sit on my phone, I think, have a look at my social media, which is something that I've ended up doing a hell of a lot more of in the last sort of couple of years because of the YouTube thing, which I'd say in some ways is a good thing, but in some ways it really isn't, because my screen time to do with the whole YouTube thing has skyrocketed compared to what it used to be. So I do need to make sure I keep that balance there, where I am adventuring more than I'm sat on a screen. Anyway, I think you're going to have to leave me to it, and I'm just going to enjoy my evening, be mindful and present in it all, and just continue with that lovely introspection and just moving on and through life in the happiest way possible. That's what it's all about. So, we'll see you in the morning. Take care. Morning, flowers. Well, I slept comfortably warm last night and absolutely solidly in the silence of the woods. And I was only woken this morning because I heard the barking of a deer. And then since then, I've been hearing all sorts of woodland noises with the birds. There's some pheasants out there, there's some other tweety little things. And I just had my hood up on my hoodie, which just acts as like a pillowcase really up against this. The dog, I'm assuming, was happy all night. He's just down that end, just keeps sort of looking at me and wagging his tail when I give him some eye contact. So we'll have to get him out for a bit of a walk. And I am going to now go invigorate my body and brain by going for a dip. I'm going to just set myself up for the day. Yes, that's one thing about life. Tomorrow is never promised. So always do everything you can within the day that you are currently living. So that is it for me. I'm going to make sure that I am making the most of it. And as you are watching this, tomorrow for you guys is my birthday, the 13th of May. And I am 46 years old tomorrow. And before I get to that day though, I have got several other appointments, we will say. I've got a 50 odd mile bike ride that I'm joining in with, which is some sort of organised cycling event. So that should be good to do. So hopefully I'll meet a load of nice people on that. I'm actually heading off today to the Peak District to meet someone, so that's going to be for a nice long walk and then hopefully a bit of a pub meal afterwards. What else am I doing? I think that's about it. I'll probably do the park run as well, just to see if I am maintaining my speed. Well, I've got a new set of trainers to test for that as well, so that's going to be an interesting one. Look at this dog. Hey. Oh, he's so cute down there. Right, a quick look at this tent then. We'll have a quick talk. So with it, you can see it looks a little bit flappy, this, so it's something I definitely need to test, but I've not pitched it properly because I've not got all the guy lines out, and with a tunnel tent you need guy lines to pull it taut that way and that way. Also there's like an adjustable clip system all the way around, so I can actually pull in on 6 points the floor of this, so hopefully that'll help sort of tighten it up. But I will see how it goes. I do like we've got this sort of big vent at that end, and we've also got this mesh vent as well. Flip this door open, I'll show you the vestibule. But that is pretty vast, I would say. Absolutely loads of space in there for cooking, bag, dog, boots, anything you want really. So very happy with that. Oh my god, there's loads of midges in there. Trying to get out, luckily, not coming to bite me. Enough of that boring tent talk, let's go get this body and brain stimulated. What do you say, Blue? You want to go for a swim? Come here. Come here. Here you go, Bluey dog. Come on then, mutt. Let's do it. the mental preparatory stage, because it does look cold in there. Right, let's do this. Actually, one piece of advice I would give you, when it comes to some sort of challenge ahead of you in life, maybe it's a job interview or a physical challenge like this one, or any battle in life that you might have ahead of you. And what it is, it's called the superhero pose, and it's just a case of standing like a superhero for like 20 seconds and just owning it all. So I'm going to do that. Do I look like a superhero? Just standing there, stoic, strong. Ah. Right. That's it. I'm ready. Let's get in there. Well, it's cold, but at least it's going to wash these midges off. Right. Oh yes, absolutely awesome. Whoa. Just awesome. It's quite hard getting out of here. Ah. That's it. Definitely feeling invigorated now. Ready to take on a new day. And just accept any challenge that is put in front of me. And if you ever yourself have any challenges that are making you struggle in life a little, then just take that time to yourself, get outside. The outdoors always helps everybody, and just do what you can, stand in that superhero pose and take steps forward. That's what it is. And one thing I always say as well, you never grow in your comfort zone. And all the times in life where you end up hurting, in some sort of pain, it's always a place that you are gonna grow and move on from it. You become more wise. It's about wisdom, all that experience. So anyway, this is just waffle from a odd Yorkshireman that likes being out on his own. So if you like the video, give it one of them. Whoa. And we'll just see you on the next adventure, eh? Take care.